What's up, you guys? Peace and blessings. I hope everything is fine. Hope your weekend is going well. Today I want to be reading a little short couple of verses from Proverbs chapter 6 from 23 to 35. Let's go. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So Solomon is breaking down that the law of the Lord is a lamp and a light, and a reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So it's good to have instructions. Just like when you order something or when you're building something, it come with instructions. So that's the importance of instruction. Let's go. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattering of the tongue of a strange woman. So some people like to, they flatter with their tongue a lot. Let's go, verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee away. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to piece of bread. So let me read that again. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for his prosperous life. So there's nothing good that come behind evil, other than evil. Verse 27. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burnt? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burnt? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. So that means you shouldn't have an eye for your neighbor's wife, or your neighbor don't have to necessarily be somebody that lives next to you. It could be like your neighbor is like, it's like, let's say you in a room and there's a lot of people, or you at the job site and there's a lot of co-workers and stuff, or even a banquet or an event. Like, you're not supposed to lust after another man's property. You never lust after another man's property, meaning if he's married or she belongs to somebody else and you know about it, never you lust after that, because that's called adultery. Also, like, envying another person too for whatever they might have is also adultery. So the whole thing is just being obedient to the laws of God. But a lot of times we slip, like people do it without realizing it. But that's why it's good to have discernment. Because when you have discernment, like, okay, that's not right, and you stop it before it get any further. So I'm gonna read that again, verse 29. Matter of fact, I kind of like it. I'm gonna read it from 27. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burnt? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burnt? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her, he shall not be innocent. Man, do not despise a thief. He steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. So a man do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. So if a man steal to satisfy his hunger, it's not okay with it, but being that he's hungry and stuff, he should pay sevenfold. It's not good to steal, period. So So let me read that again so maybe you could have a different interpretation of it. Because sometimes the Bible could mean one thing and it breaks down in parables many different things. Okay. So men do not despise a thief. If he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry, but he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committed adultery with a woman lacking understanding, he that doeth it destroyed his own soul. So that means if you mess around with somebody unequally yoked, you're putting your own spirit in jeopardy. And you can't, like, if a person could steal, period, because God, the Holy Ghost, Most High God bless us with 5 senses. We got a brain in our head. We each got different talents, right? So we can't use certain talents to make us, we're to the point where we could survive, and we have to go and kill and steal for it. That's vanity. That's evil. It's not just vanity, it's evil, So it's good to utilize what we have and make it work for the best of our ability. So verse 33, a wound of dishonor shall he get. So it's just breaking down the consequences of what I just read. So a wound of dishonor shall he or she get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. So if a man is jealous of you, they won't spare you. They want to go all the way, Like, like you ever meet some people and they have like a little evil eye against you. I always still love them, hopefully that I watch them though, because you ought to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. So a serpent is very snake, because in the Garden of Eden, you see how the devil snaked around, because a serpent is very, move like sneaky. But it's good to have discernment like a snake, but be as harmless as a dove. Be smart and wise. We ought to have, discernment. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though give us many gifts. So he will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though give us many gifts. So you ever notice like some people, like they'll give many gifts, but they got bad intentions. So it's always good to follow the law of the Lord. Be obedient to it too, because Solomon is a wise man and he wrote the book of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Sons of Solomon. So I learned a lot just from, in each of those books that he wrote was different stages of his life. I think Proverbs was the latest one, and Sons of Solomon was when he was young, and I think Ecclesiastic was when he was an adult or something like that. Don't quote me on it though, but you could look it up though, and comment down below and let me know too. It's something like that, some type of order. All of them books go in an order. But yeah, back to what I was saying, discernment. It's good to have discernment, and it's good to surround yourself with people that are sharp just like you, because they said iron sharpen iron. So at least if I'm lacked of something, somebody else can help me to get back on track where I belong. So with that being said, I was gonna read something else. Let's see. I'm gonna read one more verse. So I'm gonna read Proverbs chapter 3 from 1 to 3. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the tables of thine heart. So I'm going to read that again. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall be added to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So as many a times God said it in through the book of Proverbs, like follow the law, and which is the 10 commandments, and those 10 commandments, like everything fall right under each one of those categories. And he said we're supposed to memorize it, just like some people memorize a song or whatever. You know, we're supposed to have this written on our hearts and in our minds. That's the power of it. And as long as we go by that, everything will fall in place. So with that being said, I hope this video was a blessing to y'all. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, reach out to me if you will, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Peace.